Вот это схватка! Счет был 4-0.
И победитель весовой категории до 64 килограммов. Salas Karagizilis, Greece.
So guys, first step, Sambo is on Olympic Games. 22nd August, FIAS President Cup took place. What happened there? Let's see. Ivan VASYLCHUK, you visiting SILA PARTERA channel. It's done by Sambis, created by Sambis. Me, I tell a lot about Sambo, also about preparation for competitions of different levels, different martial arts as well. Psychology is very important, and psychology was lacking. 8 strongest Sambis in the world were gathered, except for Ukrainian team, unfortunately, because of conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Ukrainian Sambis did not take place, and they could have won. About psychology, imagine many-time world champions, European championships, regional champions. Why is it interesting? Only 7 weight categories, all men, and for the first place, 10,000 was given. For the second, 7. For the third, 5. As far as I remember, I don't remember such monies. I remember 100 kilos tournament, and I was invited 2013 or 14th or so. For the first place, they gave 5,000. For the 3 and 1.5, respectively. And it was awesome back then, only in one category. And now there's 7 categories, plus organizing, plus judges, plus all sorts of things. Probably more than 200,000 was spent. And I'll tell you, tourney was awesome. But what I liked the most, it was blind pulling, and sometimes leaders would meet in the first match, and some people left without medals.
Third place, SAMBO, Cameroon.
Guys, you probably did not know that Cameroon person who took third place in 97 kilograms is a world champion in combat sambo. And some skeptics say, he just won by mistake, he beat Voloshinov by mistake. No, he was great and beat Voloshinov deservingly. It's hard to take third place. Why I say it's the first step? There are many combat sports in the world, and Olympic styles have great tourneys. Judo, for example, for the first time they give you 100,000 in a world championship. It's awesome. In boxing is the same thing. Freestyle wrestling gets paid well, but Sambo not so much. So that's why people don't go to Sambo, because there is no money. It's hard to make money. But judo, Olympic styles, sponsors, etc., Olympic games are watched more. So now we have a chance Sambo to be watched, and I'm sure that sponsors will appear. Maybe they'll allow to put logos on jackets, on kurtkas for your sponsors. Why not? If FIAS is being watched, why not? It will bring more money, more funds for athletes. So you probably saw that on my YouTube I have 7 finals from the tournament, and you can look at the comments. The couch critics that know everything voice their opinions. You can read it. But I'd like to leave you with my opinion and about all finals. So let's look at it. 58 kgs. 2 roughest opponents, and they met in the first match. Hertek Sayan and Vakhtang Chitrashvili. In the first match, and Vakhtang won. Vakhtang, Georgian wrestler, 6-time world champion, one of the most titled Georgian sambists in Georgia history. Very rough guy, very tactically clever, and I called video Tactic 1. He met Tajik guy in the final, $10,000 as a prize. And in the first match, Vakhtang was hiding, received a warning, then he turned on, and the other guy got a warning. And it looks that Georgian guy won because of the final movement. Match was boring, you might think, but tactically was nicely done. If you understand tactics of wrestling, watch it and decide for yourself. And you'll find a lot of tactical moments. How to break grips, how to run, how to push somebody, how to spend time on the mat, just to kill some time, you know. Good match. To me, as a Sambo fan that understands nuances, I like it. People that don't understand probably will not like it. Further, 64 kgs in the finals, Greek and Uzbek, Maminov Hamidjan. Interesting match. Greek Sambist with a Russian guy was interesting match. I put it in my story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, check me out. I'm always online there. I show my competitions, my life, talk about training. So follow me. It's good because it was done but finished by Sab. I congratulated Sava and I said SILA PARTERA always helps you. So guys, learn submissions. They will always help you. So read in the comments. They say, oh, he's a judoka. All judokas are going to beat Sambis. They'll kick their butts. Guys, yes, Sava was a Russian champion in 2016. But in Sambo, it's much harder. For 5 years, he traveled just to win. You think judokas switch to Sambo and win? No. Sambo has its own tactics, its own wrestling. And it's going to be hard for judokas to win. They can win other countries where Sambo is not good. But Georgia, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Mongolia, yeah, those countries are very tough countries in Sambo. And they will not let judokas in just easily. So, judokas cannot compete in Sambo. We have a live example. One judoka, world champion 2017 from Tajikistan, Hajizoda. He was third next year and he was DQ'd from judo for some time, 3 months, because he competed in Sambo. So judokas have that rule. They are very jealous to other wrestling arts. It's understood because Federation of Judo of the country or world, they invest in a sportsman and they don't want him to leave so he doesn't run to other sport. That's why they cut this off. So it's either Sambo or Judo for them. For some time they can adapt, but don't forget, leg lock, judokas don't know leg locks. Further, 71. So if you look at the tournament, I'll tell you, judging was awesome. I loved judging. Very clean, no hidden interest. Final 10-7, $3,000 is not a big difference. So silver guy 7,000 is pretty good, I'm sure. In this year, World Championship is going to be in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and Uzbeks really prepared. During previous cup, they entered almost all finals and have 2 champions. And in this tourney, FIAS President Cup, they had 64, 71, 79, 88. So 4 finals from 7 for Uzbeks. Very good. Very good. So what, guys? 71 kgs, Nikita Klitskov and Etna Sarbon from Uzbekistan. All match, Klitskov was controlling, but in the end, Uzbek wanted to win and started to add one move that you can argue about. When Sarbon moved and Nikita kind of countered over the head, there was no control, maybe that's why they didn't score it. But in the very end, on last second, Uzbek Sambist did the same from Parter and put him on his butt. So people argued and argued and eventually gave him 1 point. Guys, there was no 1 point. Guys, come on. If you want to be honest, be honest. I understand in order to avoid conflict and such, they decided to give 1 point that didn't matter in the end. Yeah, but there was no point there. There was a... you could have argued for Nikita, but this one was not even debatable, in my opinion. So that final point. So only one moment in judging that I didn't care. Everything else was great. I watched all matches, not just finals. Didn't see anything crazy. And if you saw some flaw in judging, write in comments. And we'll look at this match. Because we want Sambo to be Olympic, right? So let's do things honestly and start with judging. So guys from other countries came. And not just from Russia and stuff, but other countries, and understood they had a chance, that there is no judging mafia that was disbanded last year. They found out judges would take money for final matches. I will not tell you who, but they know. They probably see me right now. And I was so happy. Really, they will put order. Let's cross fingers. Further, 79, Ali Kurzev. Machine. Really one of the most technical, flexible, does not fall down. I remember his wind was suspect. 3 minutes was good, and then he'll be stuck in wind and stand. But last 2 years, from first minute to last minute, he always goes forward. Finds little ways to score, and he won. He escaped from attacks. First move did zashagivание. We could not see, but judges gave 1 point. There was a shoulder. And then he did Strigunok. Just a bomb. Excellent. As spectators, it was hard to see. I think that organizers should put a good video guy, good camera guy. You couldn't find him. People that understand Sambo and wrestling should be directing and videotaping, so they can pull the camera back to see the whole attack. So we did not see the legs and the entry. As a specialist who's a coach and who's got his own club, SILA PARTERA, with other coaches, where we analyze training and technique, we always pay attention to how they grip, how to move, how to enter, and I would like to see that. It's too bad you could not see it very well. But in the future, I'm sure they'll find solution. It's not hard. Strigunok was great. I don't know. Commentator Mikhail Martynov, married master of sport, comment very nicely. He knows wrestling. Sometimes comments say that it's very one-sided. He comments, especially for the guys from Sambo 70.
Подсечка изнутри, с захватом за ногу вновь делает Рахмонов. И как его ловит на этом и контрит Куржев. Это только одному ему известно, что же он творит.
Guys, don't judge Misha too roughly. He's from Sambo 70. And he tries to be objective. But with emotions, he grew up with these guys. Emotions took over. It's understandable. Generally, he's objective. And he loves good wrestling and fair wrestling. So, don't judge him. Don't write stuff in comments. Everything is great. So Ali won greatly. One of the best matches, 88 kgs. Misha, thank you that you remembered Ivan VASYLCHUK and SILA PARTERA channel, because SILA PARTERA helps you in the hardest parts.
Сдача! Вот это схватка! Счет был 4-0.
Submissions help you. I remember, save me. I was losing 9-0. Right now, I would have lost already. But before, when 12 points was the margin, before match expired 30 seconds, I managed to submit my guy. And I was lost by points, but I found it in me, and submission saved me. I will never forget this match. Evgeny Nasirov was my opponent, main coach of junior national team in Russia. And nobody threw me so nicely before. But SILA PARTERA helped me. Zheka, hello. And now, Sergey Ryabov, third-time world champion. Few last years, he was leader in his category. During international tournaments, he has not lost a match. And now, in the final, he was against Uzbek guy, Ishmurodov Ikhtiar, and match was rough. Uzbek Zambis threw him twice, caught him nicely. He does a kneeling throw. He tried, and eventually Sergey made a mistake. Ikhtiar went to throw him. Sergey wanted to do armbar, and it was a fluent move. 2 points he lost. I remember falling like that. It looks like you stopped the move, but then it looks that it did not stop. Continual movement, hence the score. It was behind the mat, and then trip. Less than a minute was left, and I thought Uzbek was gonna win and celebrating, because 4 points it's hard to win back. But for some reasons, maybe he wanted to win and do submission, and I meant do submission, not knee bar, not leg lock, maybe arm bar, because arm bar you control the situation fully, but with leg lock there is a chance of him coming back in a shootout. If you do Achilles, he can do Achilles, and if you cannot tolerate, you lose. So many matches were lost because in a double Achilles situation mutually, and you cannot tolerate. Don't do that. If you listen to me, if you cannot tolerate Achilles, do not do it, especially in an important match. Run. And if you want to learn a heel, I have couple courses. So he's trying to do Achilles. Sergey easily does his own knee bar.
Очень обманул. Рябов что-то хотел сделать наподобие бычка. У него есть в эту сторону бычок. Сдача! Вот это схватка! Счет был 4-0. Узбекский спортсмен настолько был близок к победе. И посмотрите, что творит Рябов. Можно передать привет Ивану Васильчуку. Сила партера сейчас была продемонстрирована.
Sergey, congratulations, Ихтиар. I feel bad for you, but the strongest person won, SILA PARTERA won. So, Serega, good job. Moving further. 98 kgs category, Konovalov Anton and Andrei Kozusyonok. Andrei Kozusyonok, quadruple world champion, 6-time European champion, just in Sambo, and a judo champion. And he was a prize winner in Olympics as well. Very titled. He's 38 though. Nonetheless, he's a world champion, current. He falls, 2 points, then 1 point being scored. Then Anton does a kill and wins. I know Andrei, he does not surrender easily, but maybe Anton really squeezed hard. I was asking Andrei, what happened? And Andrei said, before he was competing in camp, Andrei took to second place, lost by warnings to Vyacheslav Mihalin. And he said, as he was wrestling during the camp, my Achilles snapped, so his leg was injured. That's why he tapped so easy. And maybe that's why his flexibility and ability to stand straight was not there. So he came out. Some people do not compete when with a leg hurt. They're afraid of opinion, etc. But no, Andrei went and competed because it's a celebration. Everybody wants to see finals. No matter the result, you need to compete. Maybe he'll win next time. It's very important to compete in the final, more so than sitting and being a coward. He could have conceded, but he did not. He actually fought and lost. You don't want to steal victory from the other guy. It should be pretty. And although he lost, it was a good match. Spectators loved it. And we know Andrei was injured. It was beauty of Sambo. And the whole idea is submissions and good throws. And guys presented us to us. Anton, congratulations. Andrucha, feel better. World Championship is coming. And Yaroslav Davidchuk, maybe, will break all leg. The strongest will win. I will vote for everybody. Let the strongest man win. So, finally, the most prestigious category, 98 plus, where two opponents that saw each other many times, Artyom Osipenko and Beka Berezashvili. I know, fighting against Georgians, it's not going to be easy. They wrestle till the very end. Georgians are strong. They always want to win, but Artem Osipenko proved his superiority. 8-time world champion. And what I liked, tactical wrestling. Tactic, high pilotage. I recorded a whole course of tactics of stand-up wrestling, so if you see, it's already being sold in the description. So everything, how to make your grips, how to control partner. In the beginning, Becca started to work like Artem Osipenko, trying to negate working arm. But in order to do so, you have to wrestle. For example, our Natashan gym, we always try to negate the arm, but it's such a intricate work, how to get the grip, how to negate. I explain in my course from 5 different positions to get your grip. Artem Osipenko, of course, he pre-rehearsed his tactics. He always gets the arm and negates it. Becca tried, but Artem controlled. Why easily? Because I'm sure at home, I don't know, I'm sure that's exactly what they do. Grip fighting and use a tactic. So, and if somebody does it to you, you know how to break it. So if you don't do that and somebody offers, trust me, it's very hard. After 1 or 2 minutes, you'll expire because your arms get tired. You don't know how to react. So that's exactly what happened. Artem held his arm, left arm, and then he did beautiful задняя подножка. Further, he started to pin, then armbar that failed, and then he just controlled the match till the very end. Did not do Georgian guy do anything. Friends, so the President Cup is over. For me, it was a celebration because European World Championships is always some crazy stuff. Somebody gets ripped off, they don't do. Somebody gets ear pulls. But over here it was great. Guys came, wrestled. I did not see any unpleasant faces. Everybody liked. 21 countries and 98 kgs. Third place was taken by a guy from Cameroon.
Третье место в этой весовой категории завоевали. Third place, SAMBO, Cameroon.
It's awesome. 79 kgs. American lost for the third place. He beat some good opponents. Great wrestling. Honorable wrestling. People knew what they were fighting for. And I would like to see more of tournaments like that. Not everywhere sponsors exist like in this tournament. But if you're looking for good sponsors, we'll find. Hold you awesome tournaments. Of course, for money, medals. It's all good. But athletes need to live and feed family. My tourney I made, we did not give that much money. But we spent 15,000 euros, about $19,000 we spent to make a celebration. And in December, I'm planning to do a third SILA PARTERA tourney, possibly in Moscow. We'll do few divisions, experienced, not experienced, and veterans. We'll try to engage everybody, and we'll develop this team. So, PARTERA wrestling, I want it to be developing. It's much safer for older sambis, not to be broken or head smashed. Wrestling on the ground is great. So friends, thank you very much for your attention. I know it's a long video. My emotions are just spilling out. Such a great tournament, great wrestling. Okay guys, if you liked the video, if you liked it and found it useful, you positive, and you're gonna be doing Sambo, bring your kids to Sambo. They'll be wrestling too. They'll be healthy. And finally, maybe become Olympic champions. See you next time. Don't forget to like my video. Bye.